But this is Jayjit Mondal. Says, my name is Jayjit Mondal. I'm from India. I'm a student of 3D animation. This is the final year of my college. And this is my first time submitting my portfolio for your review. I love to make props, and recently I love creating characters. Let's take a look. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, look at that. Like, people are really getting into grandfather clocks. Yeah, this is another like cool asset. Careful with your bakes, man. They're getting a little bit too low poly here. Like the resolution is too low. We will need to check how big the texture map is for this one. Since the surface area of this object is really big, right? Like, we have a lot of crevices and a lot of like surface areas. It will be important to try to have a high amount of, or a big amount of what's the word? Of textile density. So maybe you need a 4K map, or maybe you need UDIMs. This will be one of the assets where it will be useful. Julián says, buenos días, me gusta mucho tu canal. Gracias, mi estimado, gracias. Todo apoyo funciona. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, this is a great moment to do it, by the way. We're very close to our how many? I think we're already at 49,000 subscribers. We're really close to 50K. That's going to be a big milestone. I think we can get there by our anniversary next month. So it should be a good goal. So yeah, make sure to add more textural resolution, and careful here with the height information. I can see that the height information is breaking your low poly here. I'm not sure if you did a high poly as well, but this is one of those assets where it might be worth it to have a high poly, because I'm not sure if you're just adding all of this information in the texture, and it might be a good idea to have it on the high poly. Again, careful with your grunge or your height information. It's too much, man. You're pushing your height too much. I love the render. This is a very nice render. A lot of focal depth, nice light. Like, even the table. This is one of the advices that I give frequently to do a little bit of an environment or something. Model is fine. It's a little bit weird because I'm not sure if you're doing this for games or if you're doing this for film. If it's for games, it's too high poly in certain areas, and if it's for film, it's too low poly in some areas. So it's kind of like in the middle there, and it's important that we find the proper balance, okay? Make sure that you have a specific goal in mind. Elmo56, hola mi estimado. ¿Cómo andas? One's fine. Again, I really like your presentation, man. You have some clean presentation skills. It looks nice. I like your depth of field and everything. Yeah, this one works. I think this is it's a relatively simple asset, but it's nicely executed, right? Character-wise, I feel like we're not there yet, okay? And I don't want to be too mean with this, but there's a lot of proportion issues. There's a lot of like form issues in terms of like some of the areas and shapes of the face. The coat looks very lumpy, right? It doesn't look sharp like a leather coat. It looks like again, it's made out of like Play-Doh. Some of the wrinkles are not where they're supposed to be. But I would encourage you to continue working on characters. If you want to do characters, of course, you need to practice. That's the only way to get better at something. You got the general workflow right. Like you understand the ideas of the high poly, low poly bakes and some of the texturing. But even some of the skin right here, it looks a little bit too purplish and too yellowish. So we need to blend the colors a little bit more. Okay. This doesn't look extremely realistic, and it also doesn't look stylized. So we're in a weird sort of like uncanny valley situation. For if you're gonna be seeking a job soon, I'll probably take this one out and focus on the props for now. Keep working on characters on the side, as part of your learning process, and then when you're ready, you get them in here. Again, simple. I find this to be a little bit too simple. I like the modularity that you approach with this one, but some of the assets are relatively simple. Like this door. It looks very, very flat, right? Very, very simple. Especially if we compare it to what we see nowadays in the industry, it's important to do it a little bit more. Just add more detail, more cuts, more bevels, more section lines. Just make it a little bit more interesting. It kind of looks like a door that I could see in like a PlayStation 2 game, right? Or PlayStation 3. And nowadays, the expectation that people have in terms of like detail, it's way, way bigger. Again, just look for reference. Sci-fi door. You look for this, you're going to see the level of complexity that people are expecting to see. Like this would be, I would say, a basic level of sci-fi door that I would expect. It's a lot more interesting, right? So you can see some of them are AI, of course, but it's usually like we're expecting way more level of complexity nowadays when doing this type of sci-fi doors rather than these very simple ones. I understand that there might be games where this could be okay, but especially because of the style that you're using on some of the other assets, this is not fitting the asset, okay? Nabil, what's up, man? All good. Is it possible to include a video game character for portfolio with another design and texture style apart from the original one? Sure, I guess. I mean, feels like extra work. I'm not sure I understand the question. Can you elaborate on that one? I'm doing good, man. Hablo español, hablo inglés. Hablo los dos. Pero aquí en el stream, during the stream, we talk in English to make sure that everyone can understand.